big hat. Part of a very big puppet.
Hello again and welcome to this Friday edition of Letters and Numbers, where we've had another week of great challenges and fabulous challengers. So,
maybe it's a hiding
hands at the ready, please, as we welcome the person we have counted on for the right answers all week.
Now you don't.
Lily Cerner.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, Lily. Actually, speaking of counting, last night we were talking about, how hard it can be to get off to sleep sometimes, and sometimes you have to count sheep. Did you count sheep last night?
Look, I did, and I started thinking about negative and imaginary sheep, and then it got all too complicated.
Negative numbers, imaginary numbers, much too hard. Yes, I think that would make sleeping difficult. Welcome, Lily. And the arbiter of articulation, David Astle.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, David. Now, actually, I want to try and get a tip from you, and maybe our contestants tonight are going to find this useful as well. When you're looking at a group of letters and you want to start making words, where do you start?
Well, it's what I call cluster theory, and you look at groups of letters that are very commonly found together in words. T-I-O-N is one, I-N-G, obviously, as endings, and at the front, D-E-R-E, and W and U, never put them together. I'd actually put W at the front and U in the middle, or throw one of them out and see what you can do with the other 8.
Very good practical tips. Well, they may well be useful tonight. Welcome, David.
Thank you.
And let's meet the two people who are here to play Letters and Numbers tonight. First up, our carryover champion, Jayanthi Viswanathan, a maths teacher and textbook author who loves to travel. Welcome back again, Jayanthi.
Thank you, Richard.
You do like to travel, as I said. Where are your favourite destinations?
Possibly the place I've visited the most would be India. The more I go, the more I discover about the country and about where I came from, and I just think that's really important.
It is, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And ready to challenge Jayanthi is Keith De La Rue, a knowledge management consultant with a degree in applied science who travels the world as a keynote speaker. Well, welcome, Keith. First of all, what is a knowledge management consultant?
Richard, organisations today depend a lot on what people know, so what knowledge management is about is helping to share their knowledge, which helps the organisation.
So it's organising how you actually do that sharing of information and what you know.
That's right. So it's about communication, about storing and accessing content and learning.
Well, good luck tonight. So please welcome our carryover champ, Jayanthi Viswanathan, and our challenger, Keith De La Rue. Well, no surprises, by Friday night you know that our first game tonight is the letters game. The player who uses the most letters in their word will get the points. And Jayanthi, it's your turn to select the first letters tonight, please.
Thank you, Richard. Lily, hi. I'll have a vowel, please.
Thank you, Jayanthi. Let's start with an O.
And another vowel.
E.
And one more vowel, please.
I just got kicked by a cone.
And a consonant.
C.
And another consonant.
S.
And another consonant.
W.
And another consonant.
N.
And another vowel, please.
U.
And a consonant, please.
And to finish, D.
Thanks, Lily. Let's start the box for the first time.
Slow down.
So, Jayanthi, how did you go with our first word for tonight?
I got 6.
And what about you, Keith?
Best I could do was 5, Richard.
What was your 5?
Dices.
And your 6?
Cousin.
2 nice starts.
Lovely start. And in fact, quite ironic that talking about U and W, I found unwise. So the U and W could go together in this case. However, you can extend that with an induces for a possible 7, but obviously, cousin, Jayanthi's off to a strong start.
So, 6 points to Jayanthi. Let's see where we go with our next letter game. And Keith, it's your turn to choose.
Well, let's start with a consonant, shall we?
Thank you, Keith. Starting with a T.
A vowel.
A.
Another consonant.
B.
A vowel.
O.
Let's have another vowel, please.
E.
Consonant. Another consonant.
P.
Let's go for another vowel.
Another A.
And a consonant.
And finally, R.
And here's the clock.
Down.
Keith, how did you go with your first letter selection?
I got 6 this year.
And Jayanthi?
A risky 7.
A risky 7. Oh, we like a little bit of risk taking, but first of all, Keith, what was your 6?
Repast.
And your 7?
Boaters.
Boaters.
Slow
What type
down.
of hat?
I just had a very nasty flashback there. I have to wear one of those ridiculous straw hats.
Oh, I'm just trying to imagine it, actually. Yes. Not a good look.
I didn't wear them often, actually, often was punished for it. But boaters is fine. It's both the people who punted on the Thames as well as the straw hats that they wore. And when there's a will, there's a probate. And probate is a possible 8 that I dug up.
Slow
Very
down.
nice, David. But 7 points to Jayanthi. Moving across to the digits now with the numbers game. And Jayanthi, it's your choice. What would you like?
I'll have 2 large numbers and 4 small ones, please.
2 large and 4 small. Thank you.
I thought.
And our first numbers game today. 1, 9, 3, and another 3. And the 2 large, 125, and the target to reach, 413.
Thank you, Lily. 30 seconds to get there.
Slow down.
So, Jayanthi, how close did you get?
I got 412.
Just 1 off the target. What about you, Keith?
Afraid I could only get 425 on that one.
All right. Well, Jayanthi, you were closest, so take us through your method, please.
Okay, I did 3 plus 1 equals 4.
3 plus 1 is 4.
Slow
100
down.
times 4 is 400.
By 100 gives you 400.
400 plus 9 is 409.
409
And then the other 3, so
and the 3
412.
gives you 412.
Just 1 off the target. Well done, Jayanthi. Lily, did you calculate the precise answer?
I did indeed. And just as Jayanthi started, 3 plus 1 is 4. By the 100 gives you 400. Now, if you add 25, that gives you 425. And then if you take away the 9 and the 3, gives you 413.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Lily. 7 points to Jayanthi. And we are heading towards our first break and our first word mix for you tonight. This time it's nice tape. And it's a girl's name, Happy Waiting. Back after the break.